we have a Ram 3500 getting ready to have the Insane Diesel oil bypass installed. Now, if you haven't watched the last videos, here's what I'll tell you. The manufacturers have proven that they forgot how to engineer trucks, because we're seeing failures before 50,000 miles. So if you want the most out of your truck, I highly recommend their oil bypass filtration. Filters down to 1 micron, and it does extend your oil life. And if you run their Lorenzo oil alongside of it, absolute game changer. I think it will fix the cam lifter failures that we've seen on these trucks. Now, right now, we're getting ready to do the oil change, and we're gonna add the oil bypass. Got Kate underneath here. Oh snap, man. Look at that, guys.
Look how dirty that oil is.
Oh yeah. No oil bypass, guys.
Not on it yet.
We're about to get one on there.
Let's see what it is like when we wipe it off. Oh, it's actually fairly clean though.
Okay.
Like, look how easy that wiped off my hand.
Uh-huh.
How I can usually tell if it's super dirty. How I can usually tell though is by wiping it off my hand. If it comes off super easy like that did, it's not staining my hand. That's how I know that the oil is pretty clean. If it stains my hand, that's how I can tell if the oil's not very clean. Yeah. My truck with 30,000 miles on it, on the one oil change, 30,000 miles, I can wipe it off just like that, and it's clean.
Nice.
So, wow. All thanks to the bypass filter.
Oh yeah, and that's why this customer's getting one put on right now. See, he has a bypass here for the transmission. I forget what this is called actually. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get the oil changed, and we're gonna show you guys how to get that sucker installed. Actually, this is my first time actually filming one getting installed too.
Oh, on a Cummins?
Well, I guess I did one on my GMC, but yeah, for the Cummins for sure.
Sweet. Yeah, these are super easy installs. Everything's under the hood besides draining the oil, right?
Yeah. The main reason why you should do your own oil changes is because you can let that sucker drain for as long as you want. We're gonna go grab lunch, come back, it'll probably still be dripping a little bit. Yep. And then we'll go ahead and start.
Let it get as much as it can out of there.
Yes.
So we can clean the system with bypass.
Oh yeah, and that's the good thing about the oil bypass. If you're not someone who wants to do your own oil change, this just gives you that added protection for if you're not getting a complete drain out of your truck. You know, you're still having that secondary filtration, because the Ram trucks do have a pretty good oil filter, I will say, but that's only going to filter down to like 25 microns versus the 1 micron from the oil bypass. So here's just an example of one right here. So yeah, you're gonna use your factory filter, and then this is the secondary filter that's gonna filter down even more. All right guys, who gets the Philly at Jersey Mike's? All right, so we just took out the old filter, we'll put this PPE filter in there. And I wonder, golly, that's not a lot of room though. Ooh. We'll see. Here's the filter that just came out. Taro, did it get in there?
I got it. Just barely. But whoever pulls this one out is, I'm sorry. Because you are going to make a disaster of it.
Yeah.
Even with, I don't think it'll go in there with the tool that we have.
To not make a mess?
To not make a mess.
Yeah. Where's that tool at? Let me see. Yeah, right here.
Also.
That's that tool they put on top so you don't spill out all over your truck.
I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start installing the bypass. Here's the bracket right here. Look at that beauty right there.
Check out this freaking sweet new bracket, guys.
Yes.
Got the holes oblong, so you got a little bit of play in them.
See, they're always trying to make it a little bit better as they go. You know, that's how that's innovation, right? For sure.
And then we'll stick it right here.
Oh, look how beautiful it is, you guys. Oh yeah.
Bam!
Right next to the Banks Monster Ram. That's perfect.
Nice.
You can adjust. You have adjustability too. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're slotted, so you got a little bit of adjustment in this direction, and they're actually offset on here to where you can take this and flip it over.
Nice.
Shift where it's at. You can rotate it. This has a little bit of rotation in it. In here to where
nice.
A little bit of slide, just to make things easier. We're perfecting it. Okay, I just took this off of our shelf. It's been hanging over there for months. There's not a whole lot of fray on it, so I'm not even going to recut it. But this is how you do it. Take the socket off of the barb, lay the socket, threads down on a bench, something hard. Grab the hose about that far away from it. Start it into the socket. You might have to like, oh, there's a couple of little frays right there. And then you just press it in. Wiggle a little bit. See how there's no fray? Anywhere? You see how the rubber comes right to the bottom of the female threads inside that socket? That means it's not gonna fail. So I didn't put any lubrication on there. You can if you want. I am gonna lubricate this tip right here.
You just dipped in a little bit of oil?
Just dipped it in some oil. So it lubricates the threads, because I just kind of wobble it around in the internal threads there, but it also lubricates the rubber pushing over the barb. So just start it, and I put my thumb on it so that I can feel if the hose is being pushed out of the socket as I thread the barb in. Or you can wrap a piece of electrical tape around this so you can see if that electrical tape gets pushed. But I've been doing this enough. I just push it with, just hold it with my thumb. You can just about get it by hand, but I'm just going to bring this barb into this socket until they touch.
Okay.
3/4 inch wrenches. Bring down here where you can see it. So I'm also feeling here still, making sure it's not pushing that hose out of the socket. Just until they touch.
I see. Nice.
They just touch right there.
Tighten it down in there.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys can see too. That's a pressure port, right?
Yep.
So it's right there in the pressure port. And now we just got to test fit everything.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if which way is going to be the best way of routing this hose. Whether I'm going to go this way. I've got a bunch of these sensors over here on this side. And it ends up putting it pretty close. Yeah, I think like I'm up against both sensors. I'm up against this line here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it this way. So I'll make sure I run it long enough to where I can zip tie it up along here.
So you don't want to cut anything until you
that
test fit is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I've got this fitting and this hose end on, but this end is off.
I see.
So that I can measure where I'm going to run it before I cut it.
Ah, makes sense.
And I like being able to test fit, make sure it's not going to interfere with other things.
Yeah.
And it's looking pretty good right there like that. So we'll go measure it, cut it, put the other end on.
All right. Well, you guys can see too, this truck does have, as what I dub, well, I guess you guys call it deleting, but yeah, this truck has no emissions equipment on it. And you guys saw how dirty the oil is. So of course, even when you have all of the emissions component off, you're still gonna get a little bit of soot in that oil. So that's what's so nice about having this oil bypass system on your truck.
And this oil only has, I think, about 1,000 miles.
That was 1,000 miles?
Two or three.
Two, oh my gosh, that's still pretty low.
That's not very much. Another trick to keep the fray from getting all crazy trying to get it in the socket. So I just marked this with my thumb down underneath there where it's where I want the end of the hose to be. And I'm going to do, you can see where my electrical tape starts here. I'm going to do a nice tight wrap just until it touches. one layer. I might have like a 1/4 inch of overlap here.
Okay.
Okay. And then I would take a cutoff wheel on like a 4-inch grinder or a peanut grinder, and I would cut through the center of that tape. And you leave the tape on the hose. Or you go to Harbor Freight and you buy a cable cutter. This is not it.
This is not the one from Harbor Freight.
This is not the one from Harbor Freight, but a cable cutter from Harbor Freight will do the same thing.
Ah.
And you don't have to blow out the hose.
Yeah, if you cut it with a cutoff wheel, you have to blow out the hose. But it makes a nice clean cut. You don't have any of the frays here.
That's perfect, actually.
And then
is there stainless steel in this?
It's stainless braided.
Oh my
yes.
gosh!
Stainless braided
It just
with
has
nylon,
the nylon
braid.
over the top.
So this is some heavy duty stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got cut a little bit by the stainless steel.
Wow. So it's 300 degrees. It's rated at 500 psi at 300 degrees. It is a mechanical crimp hydraulic hose. I mean, hydraulic hoses are rated for like thousands of pounds, but this isn't just a regular hose. I still have the tape on the end of this hose, just that one layer. And again, I just grab it close to the end. Here, I'll even do the little oil. Just dip it in some oil. Stick it in the socket. And press it in. See, I'm not quite there yet, so I'm going to press it just a little bit more. You just grab close to it. Tape is kind of a catch-22. It helps you keep the frays in, but it also makes it a little harder to push in the socket. There
it is.
So then you lubricate the barb tip so that it hits the threads. Holding it, making sure it's not pushing the hose out through out the socket. So this is actually threading into the inside of the rubber hose.
And that kind of creates a seal too.
It does. So it holds it in, but it also has a barb effect on the outside diameter of this piece, so that it's squishing the rubber, the stainless, and the nylon into the inside diameter of the socket.
Right.
So it's a mechanical crimp. Just like the hydraulic crimp, you go to the hydraulic store and they build you a hose and they crimp the end on with a hydraulic press. This is a mechanical crimp.
I see. I mean, you guys have trucks with 1 million miles on them running these systems, and how often do you guys recommend changing the hoses?
So if you're an old loyal Insane Diesel customer that used to have the push lock hose fittings, those are a 5 to 7 year. It's about time.
Okay.
Let's get those changed out, put these on. These should be at least a 10-year, if not more.
Okay.
So they use these hoses in the racing industry.
Here's what we're gonna be putting in there. The toilet paper.
I knew you were joking. I was like, is he joking? Yeah, people have all kinds of things to say. Like when you think about like the fittings, like these fittings that they use here. What are these fittings?
They're aluminum. Machined aluminum. This is an AN06. Right. We've got all these crazy different kind of, all of our specialty swivel. This swivels, this swivels, this swivels, this swivels, this swivels on this.
Yep.
Like it's all machined aluminum and used in the racing world.
Yeah. So stop saying it's plastic. It's not plastic, guys. So everyone always has an opinion online when they haven't bought anything. You know, if you bought it before, I get it. You know, you can have an opinion, but if you haven't even bought it yet, then yeah, this is high grade stuff here.
Even if you did buy it, it's not metallic. It's not magnetic.
Yeah.
It's aluminum.
Right.
And it is lightweight, but it's not plastic.
Yeah. That's just your Loctite there.
So this is thread sealant. You can use thread sealant.
Okay.
You can use thread tape. if you're doing tape, especially on these little ones, like 1 or 2 layers.
1 or 2 layers, okay.
And you don't want it running over the first thread.
Okay.
You want to keep it up, because otherwise it can get sucked down in and push in to the filter, which it did filter out, but
yeah,
you lose flow and just creates problems where you don't need to.
Got you. Yeah, I figure if you're doing this for the first time, I would just say take out 2 hours of your day. That way you don't have to rush it or feel like you have to be stressed out. Just take time and route everything. I mean, this is pretty, I would say it's a pretty fun install.
This one, dodges are easy. Most of it's all up here. Like we had to get underneath to drain the oil. We had to get underneath to change the filter. Well, not even underneath, just in the wheel well.
Yeah.
Most of it's all up here. Pretty straightforward. It's a plug removal.
Yep.
Out of the filter housing. Put the hose adapter in, and then we're gonna return back to the fill cap. So
exactly.
It's all super clean and easy and kind of all up here. So
nice. So from the pressure port to this side.
Yeah, it goes in the in port of the filter housing. You see this nice swivel effect that we've got here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That keeps your hoses all nice and loose. And so that's 122 inch-pounds on that one.
All right, what size is that, by the way?
This is a 3/4.
Okay.
19 millimeter.
19 mil. And how many?
122 inch-pounds.
122 inch-pounds.
Center bolt for your filter housing. Also acts as a backup wrench.
Oh, that's nice.
122 inch-pounds. Aluminum fittings, aluminum housing, tapered with thread sealant.
Yeah.
So right now,
just in case you didn't see it in the last video, here we go again, guys. We're going to just show it to you. This is probably the hardest part of the install.
It's the most critical.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get this, there's a possibility you're gonna mess something up.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
do it both. This one's got tape on it because I marked it for length.
Mm-hmm.
And I dipped it in a little bit of oil. We're just gonna press it in. Just kind of wiggle it on the way down. That one's in.
Nice.
That one went in way nice. This one, it's got a little bit of fray because it's one of those older hoses that's been hanging there. So I'm just gonna kind of stuff them in just to start. There's a little bit of an internal chamfer in there. And then just press it in. All the way to the threads.
how do you know if the material is stuffed in there? How do you know if this material kind of like peeled back or whatever in there?
So
is there a way to check?
if you look at the pattern of the nylon, if the nylon got bunched and didn't get pressed in to the barb, it'll bunch up right here and this pattern will get tighter. You can see that this pattern just stays the same size all the way to the edge of the socket. Okay, so I did it mostly by hand, and then I put it inside of our new Insane Diesel soft jaws on the vise. So you put the socket in on the vise, and then I put my thumb inside of here. So I put my thumb in here against the socket and the hose, so that's how I make sure that it's not pushing the hose out. Push these until they touch.
Okay. You don't need to be too tight when mounting everything up on the housing. You just want to make sure everything's tight. So we're just now installing the bypass in, and that's pretty much it. We're going to add in the Lorenzo oil, which I think is right here. 5W40. Full synthetic in. Getting a gallon of the Lorenzo fuel enhancement, be sure to check out my website below if you would like to order anything, whether it be the bypass, oil, or the fuel enhancement.
Because I'm paranoid.
You don't have to shake them anymore, but you know, Taro likes to shake them still.
I like to shake.
He likes to shake it.
Yeah, he likes to move it, right?
He likes to shake it.
This is like one of my favorite things to do, guys. Fill an engine with new oil, especially when there's tungsten in it, because I know it's gonna give us its best shot at its life. And the bypass is done.
We gotta zip tie the lines.
Yeah, this zip tie the lines, and I'm sure you guys don't need help with that. If you can't zip tie, then you shouldn't be doing this install at all, but just in case.
Yeah.
I want you guys to see this
So
tungsten.
here's another thing. What I do is, here's his old cap, here's his old pressure port plug. I put it in the Ziploc bag and I throw it in the glove box. So that if by chance something does happen, all you have to do is take out the hose end out of the filter pressure side and put that plug in. Put the cap back on.
Yeah.
And now you no longer have a bypass filter. Even though it's still installed there and the hose end's gonna be taped up somewhere, you can get off the road.
Nice.
My favorite thing to watch, guys. That is awesome.
This is why I like returning to the cap.
Yeah.
I'm a visual guy. That looks just like the stuff we poured in there. There's no soot in there.
So cool.
Look at that.
It's getting filtered, guys. That's the main reason why. It's getting filtered.